I'm just first I'm switching my video, then I'm switching it off.
Okay.
Okay. Is it visible?
No.
Now it's visible, no?
Yes.
First of all, a very good afternoon to all of the master trainers as well as all my colleagues, or not colleagues, we can say all my friends for the last 3 months. And today I'm going to introduce one of the important concept or one of my change projects that I am going to implement in our college, or not going to implement, I have implemented partially. That is the introduction of the flipped classroom. Now my flow of the presentation is in this way. About the institute, I will be speaking something. Then
Can you switch on your video?
I have switched it, but due to some network issues, I've just make it off. Okay. Is it? Just wait for me. About the change project, then I go for the justification, then I go for the research, then I go for the analysis and findings. And after that, we'll be going for the plan, how we are going to implement it, and the impact of this project, and how we are communicating the change project, the challenges, how to overcome the challenges, and what is the summary of the outcomes, and what leadership approach has been made by me. Now, to say a few words about the institute, because I'm just briefing it. Our institute is an AICTE graded institute, and we have 6 departments. Normally, we have the mechanical engineering, electrical engineering, computer science, electronics, IT, and automobile engineering is one of the core department that we have, which is not in the eastern region. It is one of the unique feature. Though the student intake is not good in that particular department, but we have a tie-up with Volvo, HR, and some other type of automobile industries. Among them, 4 of them are NB accredited. We are in the verge of autonomous institute, or not in the verge. We have 2 of the branches. We are the autonomous institute now from the year 2020, and we are having, in brief, we can say 2 batches in the bunk out curriculum and 2 batches in the autonomous curriculum. We can frame our own curriculum. We are in the process. We have our own VOS. In that way, we are going forward. We have a good placement already in the 21 batch. We have a good academic placement, mostly in the software, and few are in the core companies. From the electronics department, I can say the students are being placed in Cadence as well as Open5. These are the very few companies that most of the students get placed on the VLSI domain. And with that particular bent of mind, we have opened a BTech in VLSI design. And also in the IT department, we have opened 2 branches like artificial intelligence and machine learning. And we have an MBA business analytics. And with that particular way, we have a different, in our department, as I can say, we have a 23 state-of-art laboratories. We have 2 Model 100 we have received. We have more with the mentor graphics. And rather than that, we can say we have a wide number of research and publication. We are hoping for some of the good amount of projects coming from the other agencies. Now, in a short, we can say the vision of the institute is that to have a sustainable academic excellence and to have an advanced research level at the national level as well as the academic competency. And we can say that the vision is normally, as we have a high qualified faculty, we have a enhanced teaching learning process. This is the vision and the mission that we can say in brief. I am going in to my project, that is the introduction of the flipped classroom. Now, I wanted to introduce this in the higher order learning practice. As in the COVID situation, we have seen that this type of classroom is only necessary, but in the blended mode, we also require it because we will be going in brief about that. That what is our scope of our my project is that we can develop ourselves, not only the teacher and the faculty, but both the student as well as the faculty can develop with the professional skill development, innovative thing both out from the students, so both the stakeholders can take part and have the teaching learning process in a more excellent way. And we have the objective of a smart classroom, and I can say that we have a smart board that is being funded by the TechUp2, and we have a blended mode of teaching still going on. We are giving the tutorials and all these things in our Google Classroom, but we are totally now in the offline mode. Initially, a slow start of first year, second year, and then we have third year, fourth year. They are all in the offline mode, but we have giving the notes and all these things. I can say some of the videos for the first year and second year that will be showing you some of the digital videos that are already being completed. You will see now what is built by a flipped classroom that is necessary, and what we wanted to mean that I wanted to justify that we wanted to have a gradually wanted to have bring out our own learning scheme, or we wanted to have an innovative way of learning. That means whatever the way of chalk and duster or whatever the book we are gaining, or one sort of we can say resource material that we given by the teacher, and that note is being normally vomited out in the examination. In that way, we wanted to have one sort of creative way of learning, and I think this is necessary in the more of our technological field, where we are normally going forward. We take the resources from all, and we wanted to apply them in the project and all this laboratory, as well as normally wanted to have a hands-on in this particular field. Now, we have a doubt clearing session. I can say in brief, I have given some of the routine in the doubt clearing session. Okay. Now, we also wanted to bring the passion for the learning to the students. So this is one of the justification for my work. Now, next, what I initially do, I take a survey that whether this flipped classroom is being normally necessary for the students, or whether the students will be able to. Now you see this flipped classroom, or this any sort of change you wanted to make, that becomes a not sort of, or some of the feeling or some of the reactions are coming from the both of the stakeholders, from the faculty and as well as from students. I take an initial survey, and it is being accepted by both the students as well as the faculty and from the department, and as well as for the non-departmental, that we need a flipped classroom, because as we in the COVID environment, they have notified what way we have able to give to the students. They are being satisfied with our way of knowledge sharing, and from there they are being able to say that no, we can have the resources in that way, but we can also have an offline mode where we can have discussion, where we can have the mini project to be done, where we can solve other way of aspect of the learning. Now, this is the student points of view, I can say in brief, and from the faculty point of view, there is from the non-departmental side, there is some sort of not way of coming in the initial sense, but rather after that, the faculty as well as the non-departmental faculty, they have shown a interest on the way of having the flipped class. Now, what is the major requirement of the flipped classroom? We wanted to create a digital library. This is the first important thing that I wanted to say, that this is being initiated in the year 2019, as I have given in the last plan, that the instructors as well as the faculty members and should also be trained of creating the digital video lectures. I will see, I'll give you some of the videos I'll be showing you. Some of the instructors have built, and I also built one of my class lectures. And in that way, we have completed the first year and second year. And we can say that these are students. Now, what is the analysis? Analysis is that we can have the materials both in class. We can give some of the materials in the class, and we also give those who are in the having of not having a technological know-how, those who are not having a proper internet. We have both category of students. Some of them are TFW quota. All of the college have. They are not able to buy the books, or they are giving the books from the library. So in that way, the technological know-how may not be good in that particular students, or not the know-how I can say, but in order to have a mobile or some sort of, there might be some difficulty in that. So they are having the book or the notes being given to them. And also we are sharing the some computers in our library, where we are opening the library for after the college hours, where we are normally giving the students both access, that you can have the learning out of the class. Now, students are required. Now, what is requirement for the students? Normally, we are our college is having a blended, or we can say mixed category of students. So some of the students are very good in the learning ability, and some students are not so good. So some of them not having interest. So it must have a patience, or we can say it must have a perseverance to watch or listen outside the classroom, or must have a we can have the peer instructor or the online discussion. So we can say it should have an hands-on activities. Sometimes it is given to the instructor that this sort of fun. So we need interest of both the stakeholders. That means students should listen outside the class, and also the faculty should be able to give it. Now, the digital library is being built for the first year, and second year is being completed. We have a we can say we must have a practice that we are on. When now in this particular offline mode, always we go for giving the videos initially, and sometimes we are having not only the chalk and duster, we are going for the ICT based learning. We have a smart classroom where some of them are having a time slot being given to them, where they can have the classroom being held. Now, we also have a doubt clearing classroom. I have kept them in the routine. We have a tutorials, we have extra classes, and now in brief, I can say we have opened, our college is not open in the second, in the Saturday. We have opened in the second Saturday and fourth Saturday to have a discussion on the findings that some of the backlog laboratories that already is being given as a resource material for the second year students. It has been given in the first year, and for the third year students, it is given in the second year. So we are normally discussing through our laboratory classes. So it is basically that sort of practice has been going on in our institute in a full-fledged way in the Saturdays. Okay, just 1 minute. Didi, ekটু আসতে. Hello, Didi, ekটু আসতে কথা বলতে. Now we can say what I initiated the project plan is that I differentiated the project in the two groups. One group is for having a chalk and duster, and another group is for flipped classroom. I make a survey and give a or we are having a test being conducted before the class and after the class. That means after having the resource, what is the way of reaction, what is the evaluation of this particular students. Okay. So in that way, we have evaluated them in that way. So what is basically we wanted to do is that we wanted to have the classwork not to be done in a class, and the homework not to be. So we have a digital wall in between. So classwork is being shifted. So flipped is basically is a concept where we are having the classwork to be done in homework and the homework to be done in classwork. And we basically wanted to have a discussion and way of understanding in the classes. So in between there is a digital wall that we wanted to take care of. Now we can say this is a pre-test and the post-test type of thing that we are. I have taken a survey, and the results are being shown that in case of a flipped classroom and in case of a traditional way of taking the classes, the scores have been recorded, and we have a frequency distribution of the two of the thing. I can see a small abrupt change where the flipped classroom is in the blue color. It is showing a significant change rather than the traditional base of classroom. I have taken a survey of around 67 students, where some of them are males and females, and in that way, we have conducted a survey on that basis. Now we can go, this is the plan that I have given. Initially, we have 3 teachers. In that way, the main motto of our project, we are having a digital video accumulation technique that I can say that this has been completed for the first year and second year. I can show some of the videos that are being conducted in our lab. So just wait. I am showing one video. Where you see that how we are normally doing our laboratory experiments and how it is given to the students. Some of the students misses some of the notes, some student misses some of the steps. and be able to explain them in that way. So that I have conducted an FDP on this, that the conduction of the laboratory classes for the electronics and communication engineering in the COVID environment, in this pandemic. This has been conducted in the January month. I can see, can you able to see this one, ma'am?
No, nothing is coming.
Okay. Video is coming now?
No, I can't see any video.
I also cannot see.
It's all blank.
Okay, again, just when we share. Ma'am, can you see this one now?
Now is there any sound?
Yes, sound is there.
The audio is not clear.
Ma'am, is the video visible?
Video is visible, there is no audio.
Audio, I think. Okay.
Otherwise, you can share the link.
Okay, I can share the link.
You just paste the link in the chat window.
Okay, I can share. Okay, let me first complete my whatever I wanted to say. I just let me complete. I will then after that I will share. Okay, ma'am. Next, I can say whatever the impact that I wanted to go through is that the project is being normally we wanted to make a score about the students of the traditional type and the conventional, or what we wanted to do is the flipped classroom. So we wanted to aware of the technology. We are normally lacking, I can say one of the lacking part in our thing is that we are taking the video either in the form of mobile. We don't have any studio. That is our lacking feature. We are giving a one sort of studio should be designed to be. This is some sort of requisition should be given for our. I have just given. We have a meeting with our principal sir that if the studio can be made, then we can have that one can be saved, and in that way, the digital video whoever wanted to have their class to be made, he can have make his video and have the digital library to be given in the library, or we have a central library where you can place that particular video, and students can see their videos in that from the central library. And we are also, some of those teachers are posting them in the YouTube and social media. That is also being done, but mostly we are keeping in a short form. They are giving in the YouTube and the in the social media because it requires a large amount. One of the major constant is that the size of the memory. So in that way, we are giving a total lecture class around of a particular module. We are keeping them in the central library in some sort of memory storage, and a small, we can say, in a small demo version is being given to the YouTube as well as in the whatever social media, whoever prefers. Okay. Now, we wanted to start our project in that way so that the instructor as well as the students both can have a drive of both of the way of learning that we wanted to do. Now, we in the flip mode of classroom, we have a better insight, we have a better learning style, and I can see I have gone through some of the first year laboratories where we are normally going through some of the experiments like rectifier and some of the experiments on the digital classes where we can have a more way of learning. As we are in an autonomous institute, we can have more resources, we can grab the student in a small duration of time, a large amount of knowledge. So in that way, I communicate with the end through the way that we wanted to have what we wanted to do. We give the material initially to the students with the Google Classroom, and then we interact with the students in the class, do some of the problems, and we have initially start off with the doubt clearing class, with the tutorials class, So it is being a mandatory for all the teachers to take the doubt clearing class as well as the tutorial class. In that way, the routine is being set in our classes where we are normally taking in that particular mode. Okay. So one of the major challenges, what is the basic challenges that I have facing, as I can see, I can say that the challenge is that we are normally having the lectures and the videos, and we are normally in creation of the lecture videos and the creation of the online quizzes. This is the basic challenge. We wanted to have the video editing facility proper. We must have the technical background of where we can have all the things to be done. So we can say that this is the creation of the digital video is one of the major challenge. So for that, what we require a studio, or we wanted to have a studio where we can do that one. This is our thing that we wanted to make. We have given equation to the principal. Now next what we wanted to do that we are having a sometimes it's another challenge is that I am telling something in offline mode I may be much more better, and in online mode sometimes initial start off in the COVID there's some sort of plumbing, and also as well as some of them are not able to comfortable with the video. Whenever we are making a video, the students are not in front of us, we don't get any reflection of what we are wanted to tell. So in that way, there is some sort of error. So we wanted to bridge the gap in that way. If we can make the video in a live mode, in that way, it may be much more good or much more better. So we are thinking of that. So we can have a video camera. Whenever the class is going on, we can make the video in that way, in a traditional way. In that way, we can make that video and put the video in our central library. So whenever a student, the objective is that we students, whenever they misses some of the lines, some of the notes, some of the important features, we are not all of them are in the all same sort of ranking. So we can able to hear something, we cannot able to hear something. In that way, the missed out portion can be shown out in the other resources or in the digital library. So in that way, we are thinking of in that way. So these are the challenges that we have normally faced. How to overcome the challenges? Overcome of the challenges is that we must have a good practice of having the classes in the online or in the form of, we can say, in the digital mode where the students are not there. And sometimes we must have a good practice of speaking to the audience where we are having a good, or we can say we must have a practice of having a some sort of shoot, or we can say whatever the studio we wanted to make in sort of that particular environment, that sort of thing. We must have a good practice on that particular environment. And also the students should have a practice of learning from the digital world. I sometimes initially prefer of going through a hard copy of the book in the initial stage of my learning, but now I am comfortable with the digital one. So in that way, these both ends should be fulfilled. Otherwise, these are the challenges that are remains in our until unless the project gets completed. Now, one of the developing thing is that we can develop our skill as well as we know in our we have a Bloom's taxonomy where the higher levels like the design, the application level, these things can be met, or we can say we can able to meet that particular level. Okay. Now we can bring out a collaborative project with one particular student who is in the say I am teaching digital logic in computer science. Another person is teaching digital logic in another in the electronics communication engineering. So both of them collaboratively, the students can come forward and have a project. So where in that way, the breakthrough of some of the innovation challenges from the student as well as from the faculty in a collaborative way, we can have a project and the student understanding should be taken care of. And we can also have a hands-on experience from that. So next, this is one of the things that I have given. I have once taken a class in a smart board where this sort of thing picture is come, and I have given a lecture on the sequence detector. This small sequence detector where I can say where the stream of bits are coming. We wanted to detect 1111. That is the sequence. If it is 111, how we can able to. So these are the topics that I have taught or normally I have taught to the students in a class where we can cast the screen of the mobile and the students can able to interact in a smart board. And another topic is that is a second order Butterworth filter that I have also taught in our design class. So these are the small topics I have initiated in our experimental way, that whether the students are liking this thing or not, or whether the student able to go through this thing or not. So we have implemented the project in that way in a smart classroom. I normally used to take the class initially in my career as a shock adjuster. Now I am very much familiar with taking the class with the PPT and with the of sharing the digital video to the student. So the students get normally prepared in the class, and we can have a good interaction with them. Now this is the way that I have classified the traditional lecture as well as the fifth class. Okay. As a HOD, I can say I am able to complete the digital library containing the video lectures for the first year and second year. And as I have given the practice to all the instructors of ICT based learning, and the doubt clearing session I have kept in our routine. I have also given extra class in the curriculum for discussion. If you want, I can show you my routine as well as my special class arrangement on second and fourth Saturday, where we normally the classes like C and as well as Java that are normally required for the students of the third year as well as for second year, those who have missed those classes and proper interaction has not been done. Already the students have the resource. We have just an interaction, the doubts that have to be cleared in that particular class. So with that, I can say thank you to all of you for my patience sharing. If you have any queries, you can ask. Hello, ma'am.
Yeah, Manisha, do you have anything to ask? Prerna? Are you there? Sandhya, are you there?
Yeah, I'm there.
Yeah, do you want to ask him anything?
Yeah, I'm there.
Who's that? Prerna, any questions?
Yeah, I'm here.
Questions? Yeah, I think he would be sharing his video. Let's see the video.
I've shared it.
Okay, we'll see.
Can I again start the video, ma'am?
Yeah, you can say, you can start because it is requiring access. It
Okay,
says
okay.
that you need access. So you
Okay,
share
okay.
it here.
I'm just sharing, just wait. Can you see, madam? Is it visible for you?
Yeah. You play the video.
Audio is not, it's not audible, no? The sound? Or is it only for me?
No, we can't hear the sound. Or is Swarup, we can't hear the sound.
Okay, I think, don't know. I am sharing it from my drive. I don't know where.
No, you are sharing, but it needs access. We can see it.
Yeah,
But
even I can't access it.
I can't access it. It says that.
Can you just scroll ahead the video? Maybe the rest of the part, maybe the audio recording is not correct in that beginning.
Just wait.
Actually, I can say one thing. There's share sound option. Can you see the share sound option? You have to.
Where sir, it is?
That is at the top, maybe. From your screen, you can see share. When you are sharing, right now you cannot see it.
There, from there.
Share it again.
Advanced.
No, you have to share it again. Then you can see this option.
Okay, just wait.
So you can see that there is a green symbol, a green panel over here.
This one, no?
No, green panel over here. In the Zoom share option there.
This one, no?
Here, no.
This one, no?
Okay.
At the top of your screen.
Swarup, you leave it. We have understood. So we can see that the particular teacher is demonstrating the experiment of an optical fiber, finding out the numerical aperture.
Yes.
So I think you have recorded the entire instruction, right? So this way you have uploaded the video. so that the students can understand when they come to class.
Right.
They're prepared well ahead of their class,
Yes.
right?
So you have
Yeah.
implemented in all the years, or it's for
So I
the
have completed for the first year and the second year. It is being completed. Now since we are an
No,
autonomous.
what was, I want to ask you one question, sir.
Tell me, ma'am. Hello.
You are muted, Prerna, you are muted.
Hello, sir.
Tell me, ma'am.
Yeah, I want to ask you one question. What was your strength of your focus group?
Actually,
Upon which you implemented?
initially we have started yet for the first year, and we are having the we are wanted to make it. We have two types of batches of students, for the autonomous students as well as for the markout students. Since the curriculum for the markout is not in our hand, we are initially trying up with the autonomous syllabus that we have implemented it, and we wanted to make it in the digital video from the first year and second year. We are in the process of creating all the videos for the first year is completed, and it is being there in our central library, and whoever the students wanted to have there all the videos of the classroom who have missed the class, he can access them in the library and have the class, class 1, class 2. In that way, it is being going on for not only not in the class way, it is being given in the form of module 1. Say module 1 is the operation amplifier. Module 2 is a bipolar junction transistor. In that way, the lectures are being stored in the central library in a central server, and it is accessible for the students on their free time. They can go to the library and have access of the digital video. Now, the first year it is being given. We will in the slow process of it is a pilot project. We wanted to complete it till the 4th year. As since it's a higher order learning, we wanted to find out of all the classes, or we can say for all the subjects, mainly the core subjects, we wanted to bring it more.
Okay. Okay, so have you taken any feedback from your students upon implementing this? And yeah,
they are being fond of basically having the flipped mode. Initially, some of the students are not being interested. They are in the traditional way of having the chalk and duster, as most of the students of them are having that point that they are wanted to go through the flipped mode, and we have experimented it out, and I have got a survey. And initially we have started with two of the batches, one of them for the traditional mode and one of them for the flipped mode, and I have taken a test for both of the batches, and I have made it a comparative study that which one will be the better. And I found that there is some sort of we can say intersection point between both of them, but the flipped mode is showing a better performance.
okay.
Anything, ma'am?
Okay,
okay, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am.
I think it's
yeah, it's over. I don't have
Yeah.
anything to ask him.
yeah.
Thank you, ma'am.
So clap for Swaroop, sir.
Thank you, ma'am, for your patience here.
Thank you, thank you.
Thank you.
How was my presentation? Any sort of comments?
Yeah, it is very good, very good.
Good,
Thank you.
and when you implement it in
Nice presentation.
it's a certainly it has been proved that it's a very good concept. So I think implementing it would be very useful.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Normally, I can give a positive aspect to this presentation. Normally, what we do, we give the flip mode of teaching learning for the theoretical subject, but this is hands-on, and I found it very interesting. So this will be
Right.
very much helpful for the students.
Right, right.
Very good. Keep it up.
Thank you.
Next, who is next? Develop appropriate mentor-mentee relationship in our institute. Group number 4, Professor Swami and Rudra Prasad Roy Chaudhary.
Yeah, good afternoon, ma'am. Okay. May I start?
Yeah, you can start.
Okay, okay. Now, good afternoon, everybody, all the respected teachers and all the faculty
Before
members.
sorry to interrupt you, but two of you should give some part of the presentation. Telling us
Yes, the first part I will be presenting, and some rest of the part will be shared by Swamiji, actually. Okay. Okay. Now, our change project is to develop appropriate mentor-mentee relationship in our institute. Okay, Swamiji, next slide, please, which is being presented by Swami Vedakanandaji and myself, Rudra Prasad Rai Chaudhary of Heritage Institute of Technology. Now, a brief discussion about our college. The Heritage campus includes the Heritage School, the Law College, the Degree College, the MCA building, and last but not the least, the Engineering College. Okay, the engineering departments are computer, applied electronics, and instrumentation. Then we have computer science, engineering, civil engineering, mechanical, electrical, information technology, and computer science engineering. Okay, now coming to the next slide, that our topic is develop appropriate mentor-mentee relationship in our institute. Long days before, this thing had been started in our college, but it was not taking a proper format. Nowadays, we know that AICTE has made it a mandatory situation that without having 100 points for the regular students, they will not get their degrees, and the lateral students will have their 75 points at the end of the 4th year. What are these? These are the activity points which are related anything apart from the curriculum. That is anything apart from our studies. Now, Shamiti, you please go to the slide actually. Yes. Now, what is the project title? I'm telling about the project title. The aim is to provide appropriate guidelines so that the students can achieve the MAR points in an user-friendly manner. See, it is very difficult to realize the students that why they should do this MAR points. Now, when you approach a particular student that you should need to do, or we are guiding the student to something, they are of the fact, or they are of the situation that why will I do these extra things apart from my studies? So it was a hard challenge for us, for me and Swamiji, to incorporate this thing among the students as well as in the faculty members, because the faculty members here, they are the mentors over here and the mentees are the students. Now the scope is the project, which is an innovative approach and is applicable to the undergraduate as well as the postgraduate students. The objective is that to build a team between the mentor and the mentee. That means all the mentors, all the faculty members of the individual departments, they are being entrusted with a certain number of students under them. Now it is their responsibility to guide the students to achieve these 100 points and to make them realize that what is the need of this thing. Let's take for example, there is a particular thing in this MAR point, that service to the society or service to the community. In this aspect, what we do, we take a broom and we take our students outside our college and we clear the dirt on the road for a specified area. So that is what we are doing. We are specifically providing a service to the community. Now, if we approach a particular student that why that you need to do this, then he or she will tell, that's why will I do this? Why will I waste my time over there? If you ask a particular mentor, if you ask a particular faculty member that you please guide the students to do so, then he will be of the question that why will I do so when I am being interested with the task of the college.
Your screen is not there. Your screen.
Yes. Presentation is not visible.
Yes.
Screen is not there. Your presentation screen.
Oh,
it's not
hello.
There. Yeah, your presentations PPT.
Yes, I got it, ma'am. Shamiji, actually, we are in the different departments. Actually, wait a minute, ma'am. Hello, Shamiji. Hello.
He's not there. He's not there.
Okay. 1 second.
Do you have the presentation with you so that you can share?
No, it's with Shamiji itself, ma'am. Wait a minute, just a minute. So. ঠিক আছে আমি নেক্সট বলছি নেক্সট চালু করতে আপনি এই স্লাইডটা কন্টিনিউ করুন
Yes. Now, we have to eliminate the confusion among students regarding the need of mark points. A questionnaire was designed and circulated among the students for their feedback regarding the mark points. Random sampling of the feedback was done. And regarding this, I request Rudra to interact that how we have done the questionnaire. Yes, Rudra, please.
Yeah. Actually, we have selected a number of questions. We have designed it and we have circulated with all the HOD from all the departments. Okay. Now, we had a meeting with all of them that to spread that among all the students and through the mentors. And in this way, this was being carried out.
The analysis and findings, it was found that majority of the students were reluctant in this process. They are of the view that academic portions are only sufficient for developing excellent career. Any comment? And that's why we have started this project plan. First of all, the mentor has to explore the appropriate avenues so that the mentees following these can solve the problem. The methodology of proper listing out will be set up and semester-wise target should be set up so that no burden will be there in the final semester. This is our journey with constant counseling and repeated interactions with student groups of different departments have made them realize the importance of these activities right now and throughout their career. The impact of this project, our repeated efforts were able to convert a considerable percentage of students to meticulously follow these activities, as AICTE made these activity points mandatory, so the task has seen the light of the day. Communicating the change project, conversations with the HODs, departmental coordinators, and individual faculty members have resulted in carrying out with these change projects successfully. Challenges. Mobilizing the students and making them aware about the mark points throughout their career was indeed a challenge. And the summary of this project is we have been able to convince the students regarding the project and also the faculty members that how the students can derive the benefits. the outcomes of summary. The first year students have already achieved 15 points with their second semester remaining. The second and third year students are going through continuous evaluation under the faculty members with great ease. Majority of the fourth year students have achieved 100 points with the 8th semester remaining. It was a real challenge to make the students and faculty members realize the essence of these mark points. To bring both the communities, that is students and faculties, to the same platform was really a difficult task. We got immense benefits from the AICTE UKIERI workshop while handling this project, and we tried our level best to achieve the goal. Thank you. Our presentation is open for deliberation.
Did you follow the tri-mentoring system or the single mentoring system?
No, we actually, as per the MACAUT guidelines, we divide the groups. I mean, say, for example, first year students. So it will be divided under 4 faculty members, like that. So
Okay,
that
tri-mentoring
very
actually,
less number of members we will get, and so that acute interaction will be there. And since in the first year the service departments are mostly involved, so mentors are chosen from both the service departments and also the degree awarding departments.
no, I mean to say that single mentoring system means students will be having a single mentor from your college, right?
Yes, yes,
Tri-mentoring means
Yes.
you have 2 more mentors, one from industry and one from alumni. So you have not followed
I
that.
see. No, we don't follow this.
Okay.
Because in our case, we feel that the mentor is responsible to get the industrial people and also the alumni, so that the efficient interaction will take place.
Okay, one more question from my
Yes.
side.
Yes.
The mentors you have chosen for the first year, right? Or the second year?
No,
also?
for all years, we
For all the
choose it.
years,
But
okay.
for first year, what we do, since first year, the service department, that is physics, chemistry, mathematics, and such departments, humanities, those are involved. So naturally, they can know the students better, because the degree awarding departments, they are not taking the classes in first year. So naturally, the first year students will be distributed among those service department faculties, but the degree awarding departments, since they are the department students, so naturally few departmental students and also at least the departmental coordinator and some senior faculties that are also entangled with that, so that he or she can monitor whether the process can efficiently goes on or not.
Okay, are you maintaining some diary sort of thing for?
Oh, surely. We maintain diary. We make phone calls to the parents, and that also we make a record and all these things.
How many students are there per mentor?
Generally, let me tell you, for my case, I have mentored around 10 students from 4th year, around 10 students from 3rd year, and around 15 students from 2nd year. So like that, it will be a homogeneous group, depending upon the requirements.
But my question is, for example, a first year student having a mentor in the first year, so a particular mentor is there. So when he comes to the 2nd year, so his or her mentor will be changed.
Yes, ma'am. Actually, what happens here? When the first year, the service department actually provide the guidance as a mentor. Let's take for the first year civil engineering. The teachers who are the mentors for the 4th year, they are being released after the students get passed out. So they get entered into the 2nd year. In this way, this process is being carried out. Again, 3rd year, 4th year, again the 4th year students goes out, and the 4th year faculty, they come.
It's a cycle like that.
Okay. Sandhya, you have any question?
Yeah, I was asking.
Do you?
You were mentioning about those outcomes. How was those outcomes measured? Like you were saying about your fourth year students got 100 points, majority got 100 points. So what were the parameters?
No, madam, actually the university
asking.
fixed up, or you can say AICTE has fixed up now. Initially, our university fixed up. Now AICTE has fixed up that these should be the, in which sort of activities, what point you will get and all these things. But the thing is that unless the students have awareness, so naturally to them, that will be just a piece of paper. They will, that will not communicate anything to them, isn't it? So that is our role. I mean, the role of this change project, and we are very much benefited from the way of, say, communication skills and EQ and other subjects to tackle such situation. So regarding this, we are very grateful to all my trainers. Okay, and also Rudra also. Yes.
No, my question is that how can you relate that with your mentor-mentee system?
Actually,
What you've done?
Actually, ma'am, whatever, let's take, we all the mentors have collected the respective certificates. Let's take for example that a particular student is going to NPTEL course. He has to appear for the exam and he has to clear the exam and he gets that certificate. Seeing that the mentor provides him a 20 points. Okay. In every time this document, the original document is with the student and a Xerox copy is with the mentor.
So now we have made that Google Classroom for that. Each mentor is having a Google Classroom.
Yes.
For that.
Yes.
And there the students, they upload. Are you getting? Yes.
Yeah. So I think in your presentation, if you could have shown how that mentor-mentee system has become effective, then it would have been more.
Actually, what we can do, we discussed this point very well. Then we thought that we in our classroom, that what classroom you have created, so we will send that link to of our mentor-mentee. I mean, where our students, they are attaching the certificates and our conversations and all these things. Then that things will be more clear to you, isn't it? Do you wish? If you wish, we can do that.
Okay.
Okay.
Manisha, Prerna, questions?
Sir, do you have any supporting documents that can show or highlight the outcome of what you have done? Because I could not see anything in your presentation.
Yeah, if you tell us, then we can provide some documents
The classroom. In classroom, we will upload it by a day or so. Whatever the raw papers we have worked, that we can upload it in our classroom.
No, what are the rubrics that you have created for carrying out this project, and what is to understand the outcome? You must have created some rubrics.
No, actually, we had the how much percentage the effectiveness that we have calculated.
No, that is okay. But you have calculated effectiveness. What are the parameters of that effectiveness?
That those students, those are, willingly giving these, or they, for example, today itself, some students, they came, we did not call them, but they said that, sir, we had to show the certificates and all these things. This marks the improvement. Actually,
so I think Swamiji,
yes,
you prepare this slides once more, because we could not understand any output.
Yes.
I think Sandhya would also agree with me.
Yeah, and the journey, how it has been done.
Yeah, it is not. We cannot understand anything from your presentation. So I would request you to give your presentation tomorrow again, because we have a slot tomorrow. So there you mention the rubrics and you give your analysis and report on how you are telling that this. What are the parameters on which you have calculated? Because we have not been able to understand anything.
Oh, I see.
So I'm giving you 1 day time. You prepare your slides well, giving the rubrics and your analysis reports and everything. And tomorrow we can again schedule your presentation. So that will be better, I think.
Okay. Any one of us will do that. Okay.
Okay, okay, thank you, thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Next is Dr. Manik Chandra and Dr. Shujoy Mistry.
Yes,
Yes, madam.
yes, ma'am. So, just
Shall I start?
Samiji, can you stop sharing?
Enhancing industry institute interactions.
Yes,
Yes,
This is
madam.
your topic.
Okay, okay. I'll just.
Shall I start?
Yeah. I'm sharing my screen.
Let me share from my end. Okay.
Just a minute.
Has it come?
I'm sharing.
I have already shared.
Okay. Let's start.
Is it visible to you?
Yeah, it is visible.
Yeah,
You
actually.
can make it full screen, yes.
Yes.
Start.
Respected master trainers and all my fellow colleagues, good afternoon to you all. The title of our change management project is Enhancing Industry Institute Interactions. And this presentations has been jointly prepared by me and my friend Dr. Sujay Mistry of Computer Science and Engineering Department of Maulana Abul Kalam Azad University of Technology, West Bengal. This is our institute, Maulana Abul Kalam Azad University of Technology, West Bengal, situated at Horenghata, Nadia. About this university, so this university, Maulana Abul Kalam Azad University of Technology, formerly known as West Bengal University of Technology, started its function in the year 2021, and now it provides affiliation to nearly 200 colleges spread throughout the state of West Bengal, and it offers many courses. Almost in university there are 8 schools are existing, like School of Computer Science and Engineering, School of Information Science and Technology, School of Engineering Science and Technology, etc. Altogether catering 85 different programs. This is the vision of the university, to achieve the status of a globally ranked premier university in the field of science, technology, pharmacy, architecture, management, and interdisciplinary areas for the creation of high caliber professionals with environmental consciousness, social, moral, and ethical values, along with the competency to face the new challenges of rapid technological advancement. The missions of the university are to impart quality and value-based teaching and learning of international standard for solving the real-life problems, to create and disseminate knowledge both nationally and internationally towards the transformation of the civilization into a knowledge-based society, to institutionalize the extension and field outreach activities with a view to transform the university system into an active instrument for social change, to develop liaison and collaboration with the globally recognized academic institutions in order to inject new and fresh thinking in teaching, learning, and research, to generate intellectually capable and imaginatively gifted professionals and successful entrepreneurs having environmental consciousness and ethics, who can work as individual or in group in multicultural global environments for continuing significantly toward the betterment of quality of human life. So all these things have been made keeping in mind the NBA accreditation processes of the different engineering programs. This is what the message of our Honorable Vice Chancellor, Professor Soikot Moito. He says that we are actively engaged in becoming the enabler of an academic ecosystem where modern teaching learning pedagogy is practiced, cutting-edge technologies are promoted, and all kinds of digital tools are adopted. We fervently hope to contribute to the growth and development of West Bengal at large, and thereby justify our status as the premier technological university of the state. As the largest technological university of the state, Macau is committed to undertake this task in both letter and spirit. It is our cherished dream to actively contribute to the growth and development of West Bengal and our country at large, and thereby justify our status as the premier technological university of the state. As I said earlier, the number of in-house programs available in 85, it includes the technological programs as well as the other different types of programs catering to the need of the society. And number of affiliated colleges running under our university is 198. Finally, this is the title of our change project, Enhancing Industry Institute Interaction, and it aims at improving employability of the students. The scope of our project work is networking with alumni in various industries, frequent students visit in industry, to set up industry attached lab to get familiarized with industry work culture. And the objectives are introduction to new technologies used in industry, to provide live projects to internship, to organize hands-on training program by industry persons, and to assist in students' placements. The sole intention of developing such kind of project is to increase the employability of the students, as it is reported from the various corners that the number of employable graduates coming out of the technical institutions are very, very less. So if we can implement this project successfully, it is obvious that the employability of the students will increase. Justification. So these are the few points which motivates us to take up this project, which are access to the latest scientific knowledge and the latest research findings, resolutions of the pressing business problems, and stimulate the development and commercialization of the cutting edge technologies. The rest part of this presentations will be discussed by my friend Dr. Sujoy Mistry. Sujoy, please.
Thank you, Dr. Manik Chandra Das. Good afternoon, everyone. As we discussed earlier, these are some research we have done. I have tried on. I just initially tell you one thing, that we have a huge institution, so implementing to the total institute is a time-consuming factor. So within 2 or 3 or 1 month, it is impossible. It is fact. So I have to tell the fact actually. So what we have done, that we try to implement it within one department, and as that is computer science and engineering. In our case, we try to implement it, and we find some improvement in there, and in the rest, it will time to take it to the overall university. Okay, so what we find that these are some interesting findings, that these are some internship list 2019-20 and 2020-21. These are some example of some students, some sample students who are participated in those section. But we find that still there is some lack in there. So we try to emphasize in this section also. Okay, can Manika, can you change the slide, or I will share again? Okay. So these are the initiative mainly taken by the placement department. There are some internship and the smart trainings are done. These are the companies, and we find again, we can tell that we find that there is some again needs to do more emphasis in this section also. Okay, so these are the initiative taken by the placement department, and we just collected the documents from there. Okay, next slide. Okay, these are the placement details of 2019 and 2020. It is only on campus. There is all off campus is already done, and there is several number of students are also placement in off campus also there. We have a gist of table in the next slide. Okay, so this is the analysis as funding. You can see that 2017-18, 2018-19, and 2019-20 we have shown this. which total number of final year students is 28, 29, 24 for one department is it I am showing. Okay, it is not whole institutional. So we can find the number of companies that is placed, students are placed in the companies in the and or government section. These are the section. Number of students admitted in the higher education, that is that may be GATE through GATE or national level test, GRE, GMAT. These are the students are admitted in the higher section. Number of students turned into entrepreneurship. This is one area we need to also improve. And 2017-18 one is our student is very good entrepreneurs, and he also go to the Shark Tank also. Okay, I didn't as the time is not much. Maybe later I will give all this information later. Okay, so number of placement index is that this is average placement is 0.94. It is good, but we need to improve a lot. We need to learn that. That's why we are analysis all these things. We actually planned it how need to incorporate our project to the future actually. Next slide. Okay, this is the project plan. Okay, after findings all these analysis, we done this project plan. Okay, so what is the plan? That the department arrange workshop in our in-house entrepreneurship, technical talks from eminent professionals and from various organizations on regular basis. So all actually it is yeah, we didn't give you all the data. Actually, it is huge. Actually, during this pandemic section, actually we have done a huge number of webinars and workshop, and it is very efficient, and it is very useful actually. So in the departmental perspective, from the CSE department, we also done several STTPs workshop and also hands-on training also done. We have done it. So next, that the industrial visit. Industrial visit are taken up regularly for evaluated learning, which provide holistic learning. Third one is students are encouraged to take up internship during their semester break. Okay, so we have already talked with our department. We in the DC meeting, departmental committee meeting, and also in the EC meeting also we have discussed it with all the faculties and all the administrative authority and all the placement section, that the number of companies which have come till now, as I showed earlier, that this is laser. We have to much focus on the various section of the industry. So we try to implement it here. Okay, the faculty members interact with the industry experts and provide their suggestion and guidelines on internship programs or to the students. Okay, so we have a mentoring. We have a very good mentoring system, and through this mentoring system, we have interact with all the students regularly, so that they can, each and every student can go for an internship during the semester. And for that, we have very much opens up. Okay, we just the department will provide students with the recommendation letter and all the necessary support. Okay, the alumni coordination constantly interact with the alumni who are working in various domains, request them to provide necessary guidelines and support for their juniors internship placement. Actually, recently we have these alumni team is already there in our, but what is that we didn't take regularly feedback from the alumni. So recently, during the NBA visit, before the NBA visit, we actually done this section, that we have made a feedback procedure so that we can regularly take feedback from the alumni, and that feedback is going to be help all the students so that they can enhance into the industry. Okay, so the next third one is the seminar part at pre-final and final years by the students will be on the current industry needs. Okay, this is we are doing actually. Next slide. Okay, this is the project impact. Actually, this year we are the placement record of our student is quite good. Actually, you can see that almost 90% of the students are already placed. Actually, okay, so almost 90% of the students are currently placed actually. And most of the things are through the on campus basis actually. So this is the challenges. So as it is a governmental institute, the main challenges of the governmental institute is that it is a long hierarchical administrative structure is there. There is a departmental committee is there. Up there, there is another committee. There is another committee. There is another committee. So approving a project like this is taking time. It is a real fact. Also, it is smooth. It is not that someone going to be stop us. No, that is not happened. Any good project they are accepting, but it will take time to implement that project, specifically institute like that our university. So it is time consuming. So this is the main challenge we are facing during implementing that our project. Okay, so this is the future plan change project actually. So how we are overcome these challenges? We have already talked with our vice chancellor and honorable vice chancellor and register sir, and they are very much enthusiastic about this project. So what I tell earlier that they ask us to implement it in 1 or 2 department as soon as possible. After that, they will provide the infrastructure so that we can accumulate to the whole university. Okay, so this is the future plan and of the change project, to collaborate and network with the reputed national and international universities and research. Although we have some collaboration, most of the like NIT Padna, NIT Rourkela, IIT Kharagpur, IIT Bangalore. So these are the university already we have collaborated. Some of the international university like Australian University and North Scotland University, these are the university we have already collaborated. This I am telling with in the respective of the computer science and engineering department. So, but there is a scope for another lots of other universities. They are very good and very eminent universities are there. We need to collaborate with that organization for the research and development, training and certificates. Okay, so one of the important things is that we have already, the university has already started some 6-month certificate course in the area of 3D printing, advanced computational science, blockchain, cyber security, food processing enterprises, data science with R, robotics. These are some areas we have already started, almost 12 to 15 new areas, industry oriented area, where 6-month courses are already started with the university, and there are all other courses are remaining in the we have proposed after this implementation of project, so that student has benefited from there also. Okay, to collaborate with the industry for the student internship, setting up Center of Excellence. This is another requirement we need to fulfill in the future. Provide hands-on training on the latest technologies, innovation project, and expert lectures. Also, as I said earlier, during this pandemic season, we have done some hands-on training, but physically we need to do it as the colleges have started, as the university has started. So we are planning to do it in physically in several. We are already talked with our honorable vice chancellor. He assured us to provide some funding so that we can do some these kind of hands-on trainings. So this is the summary of outcome. The placement in 2020, as we saw it, it is increased. The more number of campuses has been called for the on-campus. We have talked with the placement cell, and they have, and these year some more numbers of companies have been come on for on-campus. And another interesting thing has been formed, that is the institute had constituted the entrepreneurship development cell, which plans and organize various seminar conferences involving industry representatives and provide awareness programs amongst the students to become successful entrepreneurs. So these entrepreneurship development cells is very important, and we are regularly, in fact, today in 3 p.m. So the on meeting is also going on actually. So I am unable to attend that meeting for this. So we think of that this entrepreneurship cell can help students for industry collaboration. Okay. So this is the leadership approach. So what is the leadership approach we have followed to implement this project? Mainly the participating leadership approach we have followed. So what we done that we take a representative opinion from all the department as well as from the administrative bodies. We try to take opinion from the all the HODs, also all the senior faculty members, and all the higher administrative personnel. We take opinion from them, and taking opinion from them, sharing what participant leadership said, that discussion as groups, provide information from the several bodies, shared ideas. These are type of leadership we have followed actually. Okay, so thank you all for listening, and if any queries is there.
That was a very nice presentation, and your concept is also very good. But I just wanted to give you one information, like we had given some trainings on apprenticeship that we learned there from UK. So have you incorporated that into your this part in industry institute interaction?
No, actually we didn't. It is we can do it actually. We must have to do it actually.
Actually, this is the point that is lacking in India.
Yes.
So if
Yes,
you
ma'am.
could incorporate that, I think it would be very good for you also.
Yes.
Any other question?
The same thing I have here, that is the outcome and how you have measured it, that is not very clear. Like you said that that project is still under the implementation stage. So is there any concrete?
Yes, I have seen, ma'am, that 2021 placement is increased.
You have mentioned 2021, right?
Yeah,
so
that is the final year batch has been passed out.
Okay, so the placement is increased. No,
Yeah. This is the placement. Yeah, this is the outcome.
No, but this is 2020, 2021. But
the batch is in 21,
you have
22,
started
right?
in 21 November. So this
21, 22 batch, isn't it?
Yeah.
Your placement records of
This concept, this enhancing industry institute interaction, this is already working, and joining this workshop, we have the plan to make it more strong. That is the implementation of this idea. So earlier it was existing in a primitive manner. Now,
my question is, what are your steps in improving that? Because you have mentioned that these are all there in your institute, right?
No, not all the there actually. Okay.
This entrepreneurship development set had very recently.
Yes.
Set up.
We have.
Okay, the entrepreneurship development cell is a new thing that has been.
Yes. New initiative.
What has that cell done till now? What is the activities that has been done?
So the activity done is some workshop is already done. Some workshops. Workshop is collaborating with the Technical Institute. I have shown that workshop, although I am not I'm not that from that department, but some workshop is done from the Pharmaceutical Institute, and some workshop is done in the robotics area also. So these the workshop is already done. So this is the university. So, ma'am, one thing is that it is fact that to reflect the actual result, it will take time. Within 1, 2, or 3 months, it is not possible, ma'am. It is impossible actually. So we have to take initiative, and the impact is maybe shown after 1 year actually. Within 1 or 2 months, if you try to show all the impact, it is impossible.
No, but you must have created some rubric. What have you done? So that you show that what is the action taken.
Yeah, what have you
So
done?
you said
as
that
part of
EDC. EDC has been formed. But what is the action there? We cannot see anything. For other projects, we could see the output. But here we cannot see anything. And you said, moreover, it was already there. So what extra input have you given to get the outcome?
We have formed extra before the we have formed a group of all HODs, talked with the vice chancellor sir, talked with the registrar sir, and taking share of their opinion. We try to incorporate this thing in the department so that placement can be done better.
No, can you talk of something tangible, that something that is measurable? Like, you know, what you've done is a very good idea and it is something that is very necessary. But see, when you implement a change, something that is measurable in the 3 months, that is what is expected. So yeah,
can you show anything? Can you show anything?
What are the data are available? We can show these data. These are the data.
Any questionnaire that you have shared with the students or the management, because you are not able to show us anything. But whatever data or result you are showing, that is of 2020-21. So this cannot be included here. This result cannot be included here. At least if you can show it to us, if you can mail it to us, or you can just mail it to us.
Okay. Then the whatever the workshop we have done during this year, can we mail that actually?
No workshop. We want some rubrics or some data, which will any measurable quantity.
Yeah, on behalf of the entrepreneurship, the initiative we have taken, that we can show.
The business proposals that were invited from the students.
We will check it out. You can show that. Do you have it right now with you?
Can you just move back the slides, just the slides behind? Go back. Yeah. Okay, project impact. Okay.
But this is all of 2020-21.
Okay, and no, why were you showing this as the project impact?
Because one thing is that we have actually analysis all the data of previous years, and that 2020 and data. Okay, just I'm showing.
No, I don't think this is correct, because your project started in the month of November and your placement must have been completed by April or May. Just complete, just already finished. So this one you cannot show.
This is your existing system that is working. See, what is expected is what change have you brought to the existing system and what have you initiated? It's not necessary that you should have a result, outcome, complete outcome, but some concrete measurable initiatives that you have done. That is what is expected.
Yeah, if you have some document, no, not placement data, because you cannot show placement data now. Whatever any EDC improvement or something of that.
Yes, ma'am, the project business proposal invited from the students that were analyzed in EDC cell.
But you could have showed this in the slides, because this project impact is not correct.
So the students have prepared project proposals for the entrepreneurship cell.
It's not with us at this moment. It is at the institute. We have to correct it.
No, the students have prepared proposals, you mean to say?
Yes.
Okay. And you are initiating those proposals, and so what steps have been taken by the cell for
the students
moving forward this proposal?
The students presented those proposals in front of the committee members of the entrepreneurship development cell.
Okay. And after that?
Members, the
Okay.
committee members review that thing and they.
Okay, so
That's okay.
That is there.
if you can show, it's okay. Otherwise, we can end this.
Any queries? Any other? Manisha? Prerna? Anybody else? Okay. If you whatever any data you have, you can just mail it.
All right.
Okay. Okay.
That's
Yeah, I
all.
think it's over now for today. Tomorrow we will start at the proper time, and tomorrow there will be an extra presentation after all the presentations are over, and it will be of the Heritage College by Swamiji and Rudra Prasad.
We have total 5, right? In the
5
schedule.
we have, yeah, and after the 5th one we will have theirs.
+1. Okay.
Yes. Okay, thank you everyone.
Okay.
Thank you. Thank you.
Good day to all.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.